All right, y'all, so this is not gonna be a fancy video, but it's gonna be an important one. A lot of times when we work with kids, I feel like we try to get too cortical. We live up here when really they need connection, they need some fun to build relevance in the work that we're trying to do. And throughout all the different settings that I've worked with young people, one thing that I've realized is a lot of them simply don't get poured into in a positively emotional way or emotionally positive way. People, a lot of times adults don't feel comfortable just holding space for validation. They don't know how to use the words to uplift without also, putting it in a sandwich of criticism. And so kids don't know what it feels like to receive those words, and sometimes that can highly affect their identity and even their ability to accept kind words and affirmations. So I found this game, and some of you were asking about a video on how to play it, and it's called Totem. You can find it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the YouTube description. And I bought it, I think it was like $25, and I was like, well, let's try it. And so I've been playing it for several weeks now, played it with young people from 12 to 18 years old in groups that contained 12 up to 18 in a mixed group, all genders, different kinds of things that these kids were dealing with. And I've even played it with family members now. And I'll tell you, I don't think I'm being a prisoner of the moment when I say this is the best game I've ever played or bought that we've been using for therapeutic use. So I'm I'm gonna walk you through it. It's super simple. So when you open it, you're gonna see two stacks of cards. You see an animal card and you see quality cards. And I'm gonna tell you the exact rules and I'll tell you some modifications we've made. So one person goes at a time. It's arbitrary who you pick. They are gonna take this stack of animal cards. They're gonna shuffle them, they're gonna deal them. I think the instructions say 7 cards per person. We've been playing in a little bit bigger of a group, so we are doing 5 cards per person. So if I'm the dealer, I'm gonna hand everybody 5 cards and I can't see them and I don't take a card. So at the end of the round, you've got, let's say 5 people playing. So I'm dealing 4 people with 5 cards each. Each one of those people are gonna read these cards. And so they look like this. They're gonna have an animal and a description. So like this says ram, or what I like about you. You're a ram. You throw yourself in with all your heart. You're a parrot. You're a natural storyteller. You are a natural and engaging storyteller. So all these animal cards with kind of character traits on them, right? And so if I have my hand of 5 cards, I'm gonna take the one that I feel like most represents the dealer. I'm gonna give them this card face down. So now the dealer is gonna be left with a stack of cards in front of them that they don't know who gave which. All right, kind of like Cards Against Humanity, if you're something like that. So then, me, as the original dealer, I'm gonna take everybody's cards, shuffle them up. I don't know who gave me which. And I'm gonna lay them down face up. And the order of the one I least identify with to the one I most identify with. And then I'm gonna start with the one I least identify. I'm gonna read it out loud, leopard. You quickly spring into action. So if that was my least, whoever gave me that card is now going to give the rationale. I chose that one for you because this is what I see, whatever their reason is. And I'm just gonna listen. Now, the way we play is if somebody else has also seen that, in the spirit of community affirmation, yeah, if anybody wants to piggyback on that, go for it. And so we get all the way up to the top one. Now, I've heard all these people in this circle just affirm me and pour into me. And when I tell you these young people love this game, it's like they ask me every day, can we play it? All right. So then as the dealer, I've heard everybody say these things. The actual rules then say that the group is supposed to vote on the one they collectively believe is my animal card. Take that if you want it. The kids I work with, they love doing the voting. I'll also say when it was my turn as a leader, actually, I'll get to that. Pause. So now the next person, the rules of the game say Now, me as the dealer, I just got my animal card. Then I go through and do the same thing with my quality card. What I've found is that doing just the animal card is a great amount of time to let one person receive all that love. And then everybody in the group goes around and does their animal card, and then we go around, start the same order, and do the quality card. The quality cards are just a little bit different. Instead of an animal, it has an actual personality trait or a quality. You're modest. So it just says your modesty, pure, your pure soul. The cool thing about this is that we are also teaching, I don't know about emotional vocabulary, but we're teaching emotional intelligence, qualities, different kind. We are boosting vocabulary. So the kids will, like, what does resilience mean? What does persuasiveness mean? And a little tip, what I like to do is if the kids ask me, what does persuasiveness mean? I like to start, does anybody else have a definition they like? So let's see what you all think that word is. And hey, you know what? Sometimes a lot of times their definitions are amazing and probably more relevant in wording than what I would have given instead of just a stereotypical answer. So at the end of both rounds, each person is left with a quality card and an animal card that is their totem. And what we are doing is we're allowing the kids to keep these as long as we can before we have to put them back in the deck and start over. What I hope you find as a group leader is I have found that the kids really love when it comes time to do an adults round. They love being able to affirm the adults in the program, in the room, especially if they see you as somebody who loves them and cares for them. And I'll tell you, it's a beautiful thing to be able to receive as well. Trying to think of any questions that might come up. Each round for us, we've been playing in groups of 6 to 8, and like each round, so one person getting one card is taking, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. So if you want to kind of play that out. And this is a game you can keep going. If you had a bigger group, I think you could do maybe one person per day. Like if you were thinking in a classroom setting with a large classroom. So each day a person gets their quality card, and each day a person gets an animal card, however you want to do that. And I could see this is something that's building out over the school year. Maybe you do that in the morning or at the beginning of your class every day. It's just a beautiful thing. Please, I'm just rambling now. Leave any questions that you have in the comments. Shoot an email over to tj@tjromer.com. I am not getting any kind of affiliate compensation for this game at all. I have no motivation to share this with you other than it is an amazing game. I'm seeing tremendous benefits for kids being able to receive affirmation and self-compassion and community compassion, collective compassion. So I wish you well. I hope that if you purchase it, you get good use out of it, and keep doing great.